the daily videos are coming to an end. Good not morning, fearless fam. Today I just wanted to do a really casual life update. And yes, it is the same day as yesterday when I filmed my Etsy thing, but you know what? I thought my face is already done and my hair looks good, and it's not gonna look good tomorrow because I sleep like a crazy person. There's been a lot going on lately. Do you guys remember when I was like, oh, I feel like a loser because I don't have health insurance, my car's like registration is suspended, Abe needs surgery, blah, 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 blah. So Abe got surgery. I got off the phone yesterday with the DMV and finally sorted it all out. So that third attempt, actually this is probably like the sixth attempt, let's be real, to send in my insurance paperwork actually worked over the phone. So the first person I talked to on the phone was like, oh, we can't do it over the phone. The person I talked to yesterday was like, let me take care of that for you right now. I was like, what the heck? Like I finally got someone at the DMV who cares. I've been doing everything right. I haven't been like missing any paperwork or sending it to the wrong place. It's just been that no one cares, which is pretty sad. My car's registration like tabs are expired, so I could potentially get pulled over for it, but it's only going to be a couple more days if that's a thing because my new tab should be coming in the mail any day now. So that's figured out. And I have health insurance. You guys, I'm so happy. I finally got Medi-Cal. Such a long time that I was supposed to have it. In the US, it's technically illegal to not have health insurance. And when you're filing your taxes, one of the questions is, were you ever without health insurance for the taxable year that you're filing for, blah, 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 blah. So I would have to say, yes, I was without health insurance. But now, I don't know who flipped a magic switch, but my Medi-Cal eligibility started on January 1st of this year. I'm so happy. Now I don't have to worry about that fine. I found out it's $700 a year, or I think it's like 1 or maybe 2% of your income, whichever number is higher. That's the penalty amount. And then the cheapest health insurance plan that I could find through the like online marketplace, which is government controlled, was $350. What the actual... I don't know who, this whole system is really screwed up. But anyways, it's just a lot of things are coming together now. The other reason I was feeling like a loser is because I didn't have any like income. So I'm just gonna be super open with you guys. With all the different efforts that I have going on between my YouTube channel and my blog, I'm averaging about $200 a month from just that. It's not nothing. It's pretty cool, actually. It's really awesome. That number is continuing to grow, and the more time and energy I put into it, the more it's growing. So it's really exciting to watch. So I wanted a chance to actually grow this as a business, because this is what I am so passionate about, and it allows me to have a fully flexible schedule, which would be life-changing. That would mean basically full flexibility for travel, being able to work on the road, like all that kind of stuff. I'm not going to be a digital nomad. I think you guys have figured that out by now. I would have considered it in college, but I don't actually think I would have ended up doing it because I met Eric. And that's it. However, I do want to do solo travel. I don't know why, but I just have this urge to go to New York City by myself. Is that weird? I do have a trip coming up in like 2 weeks, and a lot of you guys already know where it is because of a previous video. I'm not going to tell you though, you're going to have to go back and watch all my stuff to figure out the little hint. It was thrown in there pretty not so subtly. I'm going to be gone for about 6 days. It is a domestic trip, I'll tell you that. I'm not going to a different country, but I will be getting on a plane. Okay, that was like a big tangent. I was trying to explain my work situation to you guys. So you probably figured this out, but I didn't get the job at the nonprofit that I was applying to. I never even told you guys about them. I love what they're doing. They're called the XQ Super Schools Project. It's actually funded by the wife of the late Steve Jobs. She's funding this huge program to rethink American high schools, and they're doing some really cool stuff. So I'll put a link down below so you can find out more about that. But yeah, I didn't get that job. When I got off the phone, I felt like the normal, after a phone interview type situation where I was like, I should have said this, why did I say it like that? But I also just had this feeling like it wasn't meant to be. Since I do have anxiety, I'm not completely sure when to trust my gut. It's kind of strange, like anxiety lies, and sometimes it's hard to know when to trust my gut and when not to. So I didn't want to like say anything to you guys, but at the time I was just like, I don't think this is gonna happen, I don't think this is meant to be. I think it was because I knew deep down that doing that job would mean that I would be focusing all my energy on the job. and not on growing this online community and following my passion, which is really what I want to do. Solution was to find a lot of part-time jobs. I can't like talk about it, but it's basically like a forum thing that I do like for 5 minutes a week, and I usually get like a $3 or $5 Amazon gift card like every week from 5 minutes of work. So that's pretty cool. That's just a little side thing. Usertesting.com is freaking awesome. So basically I leave that open on my computer while I'm working like all day, and it dings whenever there's a new test available. And I always check to see if I qualify. When I do, it's really lucrative. It takes like 15 to 20 minutes, and it's $10 cash on the dot. Like you get that cash 1 week later. So I'm making a little bit of money from that, but what is actually working out really well for me is an app called WAG. It's really wrinkly, but you can kind of see their logo from this. This is a little doggy bandana. So WAG is a dog walking app. So from a consumer standpoint, you can request a dog walk on demand. You can schedule in advance. You can do a meet and greet first if you're nervous about it. I would be. You can do boarding, sitting, and then there's like a pet taxi service. I'm dying to do the pet taxi service. Oh my God. I want to go pick up a dog and put him in the back of my car and drive him somewhere and then be like, have a good day, bye! Like I'm a freaking like chauffeur, but for a dog. That sounds so fun to me. But it's mostly dog walking. So I don't know what it was, but yesterday was like a super crazy day, and all these notifications were coming up like, can you take a walk now? Can you take a walk now? So I had a walk scheduled in the morning, and that was my very first walk ever. I walked an English bulldog and then this tiny little dog. I don't know what kind it was, but it's a little white tiny dog. And then I randomly took a walk in the afternoon, and that was with a blue-nosed pit bull. A female blue-nosed pit bull, you guys. I love her. She's so cute. I want to be her like regular dog walker so bad. Today I walked a black lab this morning. She was so cute. So basically through this app, the owner can live GPS track where you're walking. They get the mileage. They find out if your dog went pee, poo. You write a little report card about it afterwards, and you submit a picture. So they get a lot of information, like super personalized information, so the owner feels good after the walk. And walkers are actually all background checked, so I did have to pay for my own background check, which is annoying, but as a dog owner, it's comforting to know that they value like the security of your dog. It's a lot safer to use WAG than a lot of other dog care services because a lot of them don't require background checks and don't actually require like face-to-face meeting. So yeah, that's been going super well. Honestly, I love it. Coming to random strangers' house is a little like unnerving sometimes. So I first get there and I'm like nervous, and then as soon as I meet the dog, it's just like, and all my anxiety just like floats away, and they're so cute. And then we go on a nice fast, if it's a big dog, we go on a fast walk. So I've been averaging like 1.5 miles on a 30-minute walk, and that's with a dog like peeing, pooping, smelling everything. I have to get a picture during that time, and it's so like therapeutic. And I'm also getting exercise from it. There's so many aspects to it that I love. The app is super easy to use. The company is so responsive, and the tips are actually really good. To give you guys an idea, I've done 3 walks in the last 2 days, and I made $70. That's pretty good. And that's mainly because of tips. So that's going really well, and I'm really excited about that. Most of my day now is consists of doing my YouTube channel and blog type work, and then responding to dog walk requests and user testing stuff like throughout the day. So it's a really interesting schedule that I'm on right now. I basically wake up in the morning and start work immediately, and then I work until like I go to sleep basically. It's a lot of like hustling right now. It's a lot of hours. What I visualize for myself in the future is mostly my YouTube channel, to be honest. That's what I really love doing. I love the blog too. I really like having a writing outlet. But I feel like with writing and blogging, I go through like my ups and downs. And with YouTube, I'm always into it. I love filming, editing, uploading. I love it. I even like making thumbnails. Like, what YouTuber likes making thumbnails? But I just love YouTube, and I really want that to be like full time, and then turn my blog into basically a resource hub for people who want to travel but think they can't because they have anxiety. To me, that looks like lots of guest writing, super different functional website. To be completely honest with you guys, I hate my website. And I actually have a friend who does web design, and I don't think I've told him yet. I told his wife, but not him. I think I'm gonna hire him very soon to make a website for me. So I'm really excited for that. I'll definitely announce that when that happens. I think I would be much more excited about writing and creating content for the blog and keeping up a blog that is more functional and a classic design, really easy to use. Right now my website is just not intuitive. There's a lot of content on there that's really awesome and really applicable to traveling with anxiety, but you just have to go dig super deep to be able to find it. So that'll be changing very soon. Let's see, what else? Our little friend Abraham. So he's recovering from surgery, right? About 6 days after the surgery, he was like back, full force, like wanted to go hard. So at that point, we started taking him on short leashed walks. Eric and I had a lot of disagreements about what his limitations should be as far as like activity level. And after a conversation with the vet, I realized that neither of us are being conservative enough with it. Abe had been jumping up and down off the couch and on the bed by himself, going up and down stairs by himself. And I talked to the vet, and that's a no-no. So now we have to have the door to the bedroom closed all the time. He's actually snuck in there several times already. And we have to have the cushions on the couch upturned unless we're using the couch, because he can't get on the couch at all. The bed he can get on once a day. To be honest with you, I'm very anxious about our vet appointment on Friday because he is supposed to be getting his stitches taken out. He hasn't been wearing his cone because he'll just like take the cone off. So the reason I'm really nervous about going to the vet is because we didn't really follow the vet's instructions very well. So I feel like we just did a terrible job with this whole like recovery process. I always go to the worst case scenario, and I'm just dreading that appointment. I can't think like that because I need to be like calm so that when we're on our way there and when we are there, that Abe doesn't freak out and think he's getting his leg cut open again. So please cross your fingers for me that we don't have to go through this whole process over again because we messed something up along the way. I feel really bad for letting him jump up and down so many times. Also, I left for about 2 hours this morning, and I took him on a pretty decent length walk to make sure that he didn't have a ton of energy and that he would sleep while I was gone. But when I came back, I noticed that he had been messing with his stitches, which he never does. So I was really frustrated. Okay, positive notes. I am now reading a book that I've already seen the movie for, but I wanted to read the book first. Basically, I was gonna bring this book to China and read it on the trip over there and read it while I was there. And then my mom saw that I had the book and was like, can I read it? And I was like, fine. So before I went to China, I actually left this book with her. And so she gave it back when I came back from China, and I'm finally reading it, and it is The Martian. I am not far in it at all yet, and there's a piece of banana on the bookmark. But yeah, I really like it so far. Also, if you didn't watch yesterday's video, I just opened an Etsy shop. Crazy. So I'll have that linked up above so you can see. And we got something very exciting yesterday. A bike! You guys, I found one on Craigslist that works really great for us. It goes high enough for Eric to use. It's a good height for me. It's not like the best bike, but it was listed for 60 bucks on Craigslist and we paid 50 for it, and I think that was a really good deal. It actually has gears. Our bikes in China, we were always fixed gear. And then I forgot all about the things that we got rid of before we went to China, like a helmet and a bike pump. Before we went to China, Eric sold a bunch of our stuff on Craigslist, and I remember the guy who bought the bike paid a little bit extra so he could have all that kind of stuff from us too. I think it was actually like a European guy studying abroad in America, so it's kind of cool. I'm crazy busy all the time. It's insane, chaotic. My phone goes off every 5 seconds. It's just a crazy time in life right now, but it's really nice because I'm starting to feel a lot more settled lately and feel a lot more like I'm in control of my own life and I'm not a total loser. It's like craving travel right now. It's probably just because now I'm feeling more settled and like I've got my shit together, and now I'm like, all right, ready to leave. That's just how I get. That's what's been going on in my world. I'm really excited about the Etsy shop because I've been loving getting back into paper cutting, and it's been so meditative for me. One video I really want to make soon, a video about my coping mechanisms for panic. I recently had a period of time where I was just panicking and I couldn't handle anything, and so I wanted to share with you guys kind of what I did during that time to deal with it. It's so funny having a channel about anxiety because when I'm really like in the thick of it, that's when I do not want to make a YouTube video. I do not want to share it. I don't want to do any of that stuff. And then right afterwards, once I start to feel a little bit better, like I'm coping with it correctly or just better, that's when I'm ready to share it with you guys, and I actually get excited about sharing it with you guys. So I'll always share that kind of stuff with you. If you also deal deal with anxiety. You can probably tell when I'm going through periods like that. But yeah, just so you know, that's how that stuff goes down usually. I've talked for too long and I just realized I never told you guys what my new vlog schedule is, and I actually haven't even figured it out myself yet, so give me a second. The daily videos are coming to an end. Not forever. So you know I've gone in and out of daily vlogging, right? So when I was in Beijing, daily vlogging made sense. I came back here, daily vlogging made sense at first, and now it's getting to the point where it's like every day is pretty repetitive and I'm the only one here, and there's just so much other content I want to be creating. Seriously, my list of videos I want to make is like way too long. So I'm just dying to get going on that list and make a lot of really awesome videos. I recently did a video telling my story of my road trip across America that went very, very wrong. And I want to do a couple of videos explaining what my study abroad experience in Ireland was like. There's a lot of stuff that I did before I was vlogging that I'd love to share with you guys that'll help you kind of understand my story more and feel inspired to travel and all that kind of stuff. So anytime I travel, there will always be travel vlogs uploaded. So don't you worry about that. That 6-day trip that I've got coming up soon, oh yeah, I'm gonna be vlogging that every single day. So don't worry. So that's kind of the format. So the schedule. Every week, Monday through Thursday, I will be uploading a video. So that means 4 videos a week, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and then Friday, Saturday, Sunday, no videos on Lauren Without Fear. Then I'll be back on the following Monday. So Tuesday is always going to be a Travel Talk Tuesday, and then Monday, Wednesday, Thursday is going to be a mixture. You will see. So that's my new video schedule. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Also, I'm terrified to do this, but if I did a live stream, would you guys watch it? I don't know. I don't know. I've considered doing a live stream, but I'm really worried that I'm gonna be there by myself for a long time, and then YouTube will upload the video and most of it'll just be me talking to myself. Although that's kind of what I'm doing now. I should stop talking. You got my life update, you got the new video schedule. If you missed it, Monday through Thursday, that's when videos are going up. Thank you for watching, and I will see you on Monday. Okay, bye!